Hi everybody, today I want to talk about bass and bass sound. Where does it come from? What contributes to the bass sound? What's the most important aspect? So here's my take on it. First of all, the most important contributor to the bass sound is you. Yeah, you as a player is the most important contributor. With that being said, of course you could change your sound with different basses, effects, amps and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you're the most important part. Of course, you could play with a pick, or you could slap, or you could play with fingers. Different sound, but still, it's you who makes the sound. We have a lot of different basses, and this is a P bass, which has a single pickup, pretty dead center on the body, which gives it that classic tone. And this is a DI, nothing more. You don't have too many options with a P bass. Of course, you have a filter to roll off the top end and get it back on. So yeah, I mean, it's a cool bass sound, works for a lot of stuff, a very popular choice. So string action, is that important? In my opinion, it's really important because if you have a high action, you can get less of that fret noise, which I love. Some people hate it, but I think it's cool you get more of the top end clarity when you have low action. So that's why I set up all my basses to have low action. And also we can discuss like the pickup brand if you'd like, but I mean, this is EMG's passive P-bass pickups, sound great. I do feel that most pickups sound great. There are nuances, of course, but I mean, the placement of the pickup is, in my opinion, more important to the sound than the actual brand. That's my experience anyway. So P-bass, again, DI, nothing more. Also, one more thing, where you play on the string changes the tone as well. If you play up here, as opposed to totally different sound. So keep that in mind. And also the same if you play with your fingers, if you play up here. As two here. Totally different sounds. Really important to know. Same with the pick. So that's the P bass. So here we have a jazz bass. It has two pickups. Well, this neck pickup is placed pretty much where the P bass pickup is placed, but still it sounds different. It's a different type of pickups. I mean, not in the branding. It sounds different because it is a single coil, which is not split. So this is what a jazz bass sounds, direct, both pickup on max volume. A lot less output, but that's because they are canceling each other out on the mid-range. So if I do like this and turn down the middle mic, you know, honk, the honk is coming up. Now this mic is only active mic. And if I do the opposite, turn down the bridge pickup, and this is only the neck pickup. Same thing here, where you play changes the tone. This one also is set up with a low action. Sounds a bit fretty, that's what I like. Also here you have a filter. Which changes the sound a lot. And then we have a typical Stingray configuration, which has a humbucker placed pretty far back, which gives it that distinct Stingray tone. Same thing. Changes tone where you play. so this setup is passive, so I don't have active electronics in this one. And on that note, let's talk briefly about that. Active electronics does in most cases almost nothing unless you start to boost frequencies, because that's the difference. There's active EQ on it, so you can boost frequencies instead of just using a tone knob, which only filters out. I like the Stingray sound. It doesn't fit all the styles, but pretty cool sound if you ask me. Then we have a PJ configuration, which I kind of like, really good. This one sounds... This sounds really cool. Juicy, fat low end. I really like this one. And here you can do the same thing. Turn down the neck pickup. Or turn down the bridge pickup, which should give it P-bass sound, and it kind of does. But there you go. Different from the other P-bass. It's a 5-string, of course, it has more wood. Really cool sound. Same thing with the filter here. This is active pickups, not active electronics. Love this one. Then we have a bass with dual humbuckers. This one is pretty versatile because it has active electronics. It's an active passive switch here. And you have a switch to split them into single coils, which should make it as a jazz bass. It kind of does, but at the same time, not perfectly. So this is humbucker, and this is single coil. Here's the cool thing, it's now in active mode, and I'm gonna switch into passive and see if you can hear a lot of difference, because most active electronics doesn't necessarily do anything before you start to boost or subtract frequencies with the EQ bands. So here it is active. There it is passive. So here's the cool thing with active electronics, you could boost frequencies. Or you could boost both the bass and the treble. Or you could boost only the treble or only the bass. And here you can select the pickup as well. So these are both. This is only the front, more honky, and this is only the back. So it gives you a lot of options with a bass like this. Active electronics, humbucker, split coil, cool bass.